Here we go. The Lions can end this ball game right here. 4th and 1. These Packers fighting to get into the playoffs. The Lions fighting to get this ball game right here. Goff takes the snap, back, looks, throws, caught. First down, Detroit Lions. This game is over.
The Detroit Lions had a plan for 2022, and it started in training camp.
It's right here, man. Mentally strong. Mentally strong. We can.
Last summer, on the television series Hard Knocks, America got to see what Sheila Ford Hamp and the rest of the Lions organization already knew about Lions head coach Dan Campbell.
And you guys are going to hit him right in the teeth. They wouldn't even know what happened. This is what I told the coaches. This is what we're looking for. All of us in here. All right. Does the player know what to do? All right. Is the player disciplined enough to use the fundamentals that he's been taught? And number 3, man, what is he like under the lights when the pressure's on? Man, does he rise to the occasion? Does he thrive in it? You know, I feel like really that's what you're building to is those guys that you're going to line up with. Hey. What's up, man? Hey, Hutch, how you doing, man? Done crap in your pants or what? Here we go. Man, you want to come to work. You want to be part of the Detroit Lions organization. The blood, the sweat, the tears, the devotion, everything that you've put into it, you got my respect. You got all my respect.
Campbell and his team were about to make a statement in 2022.
The 2022 Detroit Lions will be the team that can and will.
Oh, my goodness. Look at the Lions. Amon-Ra St. Brown. How about that rookie? He is something else. Jared Goff, cool, calm, and collected. That is something else. Can't say enough about the offensive line. This football team needed that. This crowd needed that. Let's go. That was a determined run there. Oh, baby, how nice is that to see? Love it. Yes, sir! Handle your business, boys. Handle your business.
This is just the beginning, man. All right, because now the idea will be down the road. All roads go through Detroit.
In your life, have you seen anything like this?
Detroit's player-led culture was forged in training camp, and after losing by 3 to the eventual NFC champions in Week 1, the Lions came out roaring in Week 2.
Goff takes, turns, gives to Swift. Swift looks for an opening. There goes 40, 45-yard line. Inside the 30, 25-20. Angling to the 10 and take it down at the 6-yard line.
Jared Goff threw 2 first-half touchdown passes.
Throws end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Josh Reynolds again.
The Lions led 22-0, and Aiden Hutchinson showed why he was the second player selected in last year's draft. He became the first rookie in franchise history to produce a 3-sack game and finish the season with 9.5, the second most ever by a Lions rookie. At season's end, he finished second in the AP Defensive Rookie of the Year voting. The defense totaled 5 sacks, a safety, and an interception as Campbell's team played a complete game from soup to nuts. The offensive line led a ground game that averaged 8 yards per carry. Amon-Ra St. Brown totaled 184 yards from scrimmage and tied an NFL record with at least 8 receptions in 8 straight games. In all, the offense totaled nearly 450 yards, and Swift and St. Brown punctuated the commanding performance.
Inside the 10. Oh, my goodness, are you kidding me? To the house.
St. Brown would finish the season with 196 career receptions, tied for the most through the first 2 seasons of a player's career in NFL history.
This is a total team effort that they put together to get this first victory of the year, and that's what it's got to be. That's the lesson I'm sure Dan Campbell will share with this team when they hit what figures to be a very excited locker room.
This is everything we talked about. Detail and discipline. Like, to me, that's a lot of pent-up aggression and anger and frustration that has come out, but we did it the right way. That's how you attack the opponent.
Unfortunately, this would be Dan Campbell's team's only win until the month of November.
Defensive breakdown for the Lions with 45 seconds to go.
The Lions lost 6 of their first 7 games.
It's been that kind of day. Touchdown, Seattle.
5 of those losses were to playoff teams, and 4 of those losses were by 4 points or less.
Lions dropped their 5th consecutive game.
In Week 9, the Lions were at a crossroads and had to look themselves in the mirror after owner Sheila Ford Hamp publicly backed Dan Campbell, general manager Brad Holmes, and the team after their 1-6 start.
And it is picked off by the Lions. Kirby Joseph was under it to make the grab.
Aaron Glenn's defense may have played their best game of the season, holding the Packers scoreless in the first half.
4th and a long one. Takes the snap, fakes the give, rolls, throws back against his body. Intercepted by the Lions. Aiden Hutchinson with a pick. The rookie out of Michigan comes up with a play.
After Detroit's second 4th down stop, Jared Goff and the league's 5th-ranked scoring offense gave the Lions the lead.
Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
After halftime, the defense picked up where it left off.
Throws deep middle, picked up by the Lions. Coming back the other way, Kirby Joseph again. How about that rookie? He is something else.
Leading 8-6. Offensive coordinator Ben Johnson did what he does best.
Caught! Touchdown, Detroit Lions! James Mitchell!
James Mitchell's first NFL touchdown increased the Lions' lead, but it was up to the defense to make one more stop.
42 seconds to go. One play for the game, fellas. 4th and 10 Packers. Rodgers back. He's got it. Looking. Pressure. Throws it up for grabs in the end zone. Incomplete. Ball game over. Boys, let's get out of here. 4-game losing streak over, and man, did this team need that.
This is the team of grit that we've been waiting to see from Dan Campbell.
The following week, Campbell's team trailed by 14 points entering the 4th quarter.
They keep it on the ground. Give it to Swift. Swift inside the 5. To the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Fields wants to throw. Blitz comes. Fields hit. Gets rid of it. Throws it up for grabs. Picked up by the Lions. Okuda coming the other way. To the house. Takes the snap. Hands to Jamal Williams. Into the end zone. What a drive by this football team. And the Detroit Lions have come all the way back to take the lead.
Yeah! Let's go! Let's go!
What an effort. What a 4th quarter effort. What a turnaround for this Lions team.
In Week 11, Detroit was focused on extending their winning streak to 3 games, and the defense delivered.
Pressure comes. Jones hit. Jones going down. Sacked. Aleem McNeil got him. It's sacked. Taken down. John Kaminsky finally got him. Aiden Hutchinson with the 2nd interception of his rookie year. Been some good defense through the first 30 minutes for this football team.
One of the league's best offensive lines, led by Frank Ragnow, Jonah Jackson, Taylor Decker, and Penei Sewell, paved the way for plenty of points.
Goff takes, gives to Jamal, left side, finds a crease, head down, into the end zone. Goff with a nice delivery. Amon-Ra with the run out of the catch. That is a gain of 32. Goff takes, hands to Jamal, fighting off tacklers, diving. Did he get in? Yes, sir, he did. Touchdown, Detroit Lions.
Ben Johnson's offense ran the ball 37 times for 160 yards and 4 touchdowns, while the guts and grit of the entire team was on full display.
Number 3 on the day for Jamal. Big hole left side, spins out of a tackle, inside the 20, gets to the left side to the 15, to the 10. What blocking by that crew to help spring him for 27 yards. Goff gives to Swift, up the middle, end zone, touchdown, Detroit Lions. Those guys up front have done the job all day long, and they opened that thing up wide.
Following a last-second loss to the Bills on Thanksgiving, Detroit hosted another playoff team in Week 13. The offense started fast, and the points came at a furious pace. 5 first-half possessions, 23 offensive points.
That's the way you start a ball game. Goff takes the give to Williams, sets in the pocket, looks corner of the end zone, throws, caught, touchdown, Detroit Lions, Amon-Ra, St. Brown.
Come on, let's keep it going.
The Jaguars tried anything they could to block Aiden Hutchinson.
Choking my eye.
The Lions never punted and had their second 40-point game of the season. In Ben Johnson's first year as the offensive coordinator, the Lions had the fewest turnovers in the NFL, ranked 3rd in total yards, and scored the 5th most points.
If your game plan was to score on all 8 of your possessions, you have executed it to a T.
Goff completed 31 of his 41 pass attempts for 340 yards and 2 scores. And the Pro Bowl quarterback statistically had one of his best seasons ever under offensive coordinator Ben Johnson.
Let's go, boys. Moving together now.
Number 16 completed over 65% of his passes for nearly 4,500 yards.
Goff dropped it in the bucket that time.
Hey, now we go.
With 29 touchdown passes and only 7 interceptions, Goff's touchdown-to-interception ratio was the best ever for a Lions quarterback.
Let's call it complimentary football, folks. Great job. Great job. Prepare for another one. Great job. Great job. I like it. That's it. I think it'll score.
Touchdown, Detroit Lions.
Let's go.
Oh, baby.
You're telling me we get to do this for another quarter?
He finished the year with 324 straight passes without throwing an interception, the 5th longest streak in NFL history, and his 99.3 passer rating tied for the best in team history.
God, we fight though, man.
This has been a tremendous offense this year.
That's the best throw of the day by Jared Goff.
You're seeing the transformation of this Lions team right in front of your eyes.
Number 16 continued his standout season in Week 14 at home against the Vikings with 330 yards passing.
Goff play action fake, time in the pocket, looks, throws deep downfield, got a man wide open. Jamison Williams, welcome to Detroit, young man. Goff to throw, back, looking, lofting, deep left side. Got a man out there, caught at the 10, into the end zone. Oh, baby, how's that for a bolt of lightning?
Defensively, the Lions limited Minnesota's rushing attack to 22 yards on 17 carries.
Tosses it to Cook, hesitates, bounces right, taken down, falls out, free on the ground. Lions pick it up. And how about that turnaround? After a risky fake punt conversion deep in Detroit territory, the risk paid off, and the Lions offense was on their way to another 30-plus point output. Hands it to Jackson, bounces left, outside of the 10, Jackson 5, angling for the end zone, did he get in? Yes, sir! Touchdown, Detroit Lions! Oh, baby, Justin Jackson, what a rush! Still a one-possession game with 2 minutes remaining. Campbell and the coaching staff once again went off script to secure victory. Wants to throw it to Sewell. He caught it! Boy, Sewell on first down! Ben Johnson, you are my hero!
Detroit and their fans were starting to see something special as the Lions, winners in 5 of their last 6, went to New York flying high for their game against the Jets.
To the 40, picks up a block to the 30. There he goes left sideline 20. Cuts it back at the 10, 5, and zone. Khalif Raymond.
I wait 7 years for that.
Trailing by 3 late in the 4th quarter, on 4th down, Ben Johnson called the right play at the right time.
Throws wide open left side. Brock Wright with it to the 30. Brock Wright 25. Brock Wright 20. Comes back to the 10. To the 5. Yes. To the end zone. Touchdown Detroit Lions. Oh my. 51 yards. Off to Brock Wright. And the Lions are back in front. Brock Wright. Yes. Brock Wright. Lions escape. They win it. Make it 6 out of 7.
We would not have won that game earlier. Early, before something would have happened right at the end. And now we're figuring out, man, we figure out a way to win. We are figuring out a way to win, man. That's what winners do.
In Week 17, the Lions' playoff picture was starting to come into focus. But Dan Campbell's team's sole focus was on beating the Bears. Brock Wright picked up where he left off against the Jets, scoring 2 first-half touchdowns. DeAndre Swift averaged over 7 yards per carry, and the Lions led 24-10 at halftime. Aaron Glenn's defense was much improved in the second half of the season. In the second half against the Bears, they shut Chicago out.
James Houston got him.
Justin Fields was sacked 7 times, and the Bears were limited to 7 completions.
How about this kid? He's unbelievable.
Detroit ran the ball 39 times for 265 yards and ran away with the victory.
Looks left, now comes back right, sets up a screen, got it to Swift, picks up a block at the 20, Swift 15, Swift 10, Swift 5, Swift end zone, touchdown Detroit Lions. This was impressive, keeping their playoff hopes very much alive.
Unfortunately, the Lions' playoff hopes were dashed when the Seahawks beat the Rams prior to kickoff of Detroit's nationally televised Week 18 game against the Packers.
There is one team that's not going to lay down against the Packers, no matter what's at stake. It's Dan Campbell and the Lions.
The defense made an early statement.
It's going to be 4th down coming up. They go on the end around to Lazard. Yes. They didn't get it. Yes. Blown up by Alex Anzalone.
Aiden Hutchinson had 2 sacks, and Lions rookies combined for 20.5 sacks on the season, an NFL record for the most combined sacks from a team's rookie core. All season, the offensive line was the driving force behind the Lions' 4th-ranked offense.
This offensive line, though, I tell you, they're arguably the best in all of football. They can run it. Jared Goff rarely gets touched when he's throwing the football.
Against Green Bay, the trend continued.
Jamal Williams, right side end zone, touchdown Detroit Lions. Boy, was that beautiful. It opened up on the right side, and Jamal took it home.
Williams' run gave Detroit their first lead of the night, and he was just 1 rushing touchdown away from breaking the Lions' single-season record.
Goff out of the gun. Hands to Jamal. This time he's in. Touchdown Detroit Lions. They are back on top. Second of the night for Jamal Williams. 17th of the year, breaking Barry Sanders' all-time franchise record for rushing touchdowns in a single season.
You got to score twice.
The Lions led by 4, but the game was far from over.
Here we go.
As Kirby Joseph intercepted what would go on to be Aaron Rodgers' last pass attempt as a Green Bay Packer.
Intercepted by the Lions. Kirby Joseph's got it.
And the Packers are in major trouble.
Hey, I'm gonna get mine. I'm always get mine. I'm gonna always get mine.
Detroit's effort was everything Dan Campbell wanted. But what he wanted most was to beat the Packers.
There's the snap to Goff. Quick throw right side. They get it to Amon-Ra, who flips it back to DeAndre Swift. Inside the 20 and down to the 17-yard line.
You talk about letting it all hang out. Oh, my goodness. Oh!
Talk all you want about biting kneecaps. That was a brilliant call.
The Lions needed one more brilliant call to keep Green Bay out of the postseason.
The season comes down to a snap. And Goff is looking to throw, and he throws it hard to the first down. And you can hear them all the way in Seattle. The Lions have come into Lambeau. And they've knocked the Packers down and out.
Congratulations to Dan Campbell. I mean, what he's done, keeping this team together in the second half of this season and end up with a winning record, just amazing.
What a turnaround for this team and for Dan Campbell and this franchise.
Behind the vision of Sheila Ford Ham, the player-led culture, and those same players staying true to the process, Detroit finished the season winning 8 of their last 10 games, and the standard was set.
How big has this football team been tonight? You want to change the conversation, win some games. And that's exactly what they've done. 1-6, dark, ugly. But since then, this football team has come to life. Since then, this football team has showed you what they're capable of and shown you that next year, this bar is set at nothing less than competing for the NFC North title.
I'm just telling you. I'm just freaking telling you. Because I've been around as a player. I've been around as a coach in this league. We got, I'm telling you, the best owner. That's right. Yeah. The best owner.
Yes, sir.
Everything you can possibly need, every resource, you guys. She thinks about you guys all the time, man. I'm serious, and she knows everything about you. She knows everything about you, but I'm telling you, she is rock solid. She's as good as they come. She's a good freaking person, and she's competitive. And boy, she loves wins. So this is.
All roads lead to Detroit.